have you ever, or were you ever, or did you ever. Ever means in your lifetime, not just since you've been in the U.S. or since you've been a permanent resident. It means in your lifetime. And you can see on your form it says, have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? So that's where we're going to start with the word claimed. Here we go. Claimed. Claimed means lied, or said that you wrote, that you said or wrote that you were a U.S. citizen. Okay? Claimed could have other meanings, but we are using the definitions that go along with the application for this purpose. So claimed in this case means lied, said or wrote that you were a U.S. citizen. The question being, have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen in writing or in any other way? Okay, so here, question number 1, look on your form and highlight the vocabulary word for easy reference. Next term, registered. Registered means filled in a form to put your name on the official list of voters. Okay, the official list of voters form. Have you ever registered to vote? Next word is voted. Voted. That means submitted a ballot to state your choice of a leader or law. The question is, have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Voted. Hereditary. Hereditary is something you got from one or both of your parents. Something you got from one or both. Title like a king, queen, prince, princess, what they call you. Order of nobility. It's a member of a royal or noble family. For example, a king, queen, prince, or princess. Inherited titles. Inherited titles, a royal position you got because you were born into a royal family. They were inherited. Did you ever have a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Another question, are you willing to give up any inherited titles or orders of nobility? Okay. All right. Declared legally incompetent. Declared legally incompetent. When a court says that you are unable to understand because of mental illness or a mental institution. A mental institution is a place where people with serious mental illnesses live and receive treatment. Okay. Question might be, have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution? Next vocab is overdue. Overdue. Overdue means late in being done. Late in being done. Okay, I'm on question number 6 here. Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Do you owe any federal, state? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Not filed a federal, state, or local tax return. This is a little tricky. This means not submitted your income tax forms to the government. Right? So the question is worded a little tricky, so sometimes they change the wording. Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return? So if you have filed every year, you say no to this. Okay? It's asking you if you filed every year, but it's stated kind of funny. Sometimes the officers rephrase this question because it's a little tricky, and they might say, since you became a permanent resident, have you filed your tax returns every year? And in that case, you would say yes. Or they might say, have you filed your tax returns every year since becoming a permanent resident? And in that case also, Hopefully the answer would be yes there. Okay? Okay. Non-U.S. resident. Someone who does not live permanently in the U.S. Okay, so they might be here on a visa. Do you consider yourself to be a non-U.S. resident? Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident? Okay, so non-U.S. residents, they ask this question because non-U.S. residents often don't have to pay taxes. So if you say you didn't pay taxes and you considered yourself a non-U.S. resident, that could be a problem. Okay, so that's why they're asking there. Organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society. Okay, this is where this chart comes in question number 9. Any organization of people who do the same type of work or are similar in another way. For example, if you go to a church or a temple or a senior group or a book club or a mosque or Girl Scouts, you can put that information down there. Here, if you answer yes, it's okay because it shows that you're a member of a community depending on the organization. Okay, and you could fill out the chart. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? Okay, that would be question number 9. Okay, question number 10 has the word communist in it. A, question number 10. Communist, a political or economic system where the government owns all property. For example, the Soviet Union, Cuba, North Korea, China, Vietnam. Totalitarian. Totalitarian system is a political system in which the people have no power and are controlled by the government. Question here is, have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with the Communist Party? Okay. Or have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with any other totalitarian organization? Okay. And again, it will ask the same about terrorist here. A terrorist is a person or organization that uses violent means against ordinary people or a government. Okay, the question being, have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with a terrorist organization? Okay. Advocated. Advocated means suggested, convinced, or convinced others. Overthrow. To remove a leader or government from power by using force. By using force. So here's a question. Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Persecuted. Persecuted means to treat someone badly and unfairly because of his or her ideas or ethnicity. Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Nazi. Nazi is a German political group led by Adolf Hitler in the 1930s and 1940s. This was during World War II. Allied with. Allied with means that you joined with or cooperated with a group or a government. If you're their ally, you are on their side. Okay. So we have between March 23rd, 1933 and May 8th, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way with the Nazi government in Germany? Or in any government in any area occupied by, allied with, or established with the help of the Nazi government of Germany? Okay, so we have genocide. We come back to that word, genocide. I've seen this asked as well. Genocide is when many people are killed in a short time because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a group, or political opinion. So a whole bunch of people are killed because of one specific thing that they might have in common. Torture is to cause a great amount of pain in another person without killing them. Question here, were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide, torture. And if you're following along, question number 14, it will go on to say, after genocide, torture, paramilitary unit. A paramilitary unit, is a group of people who act like a military group, but who are not part of the official military. A vigilante unit. A vigilante unit is a group of people who act like the police, but are not part of the official police. So they might go after a criminal, but they are not part of the official police. They're doing it on their own. A rebel group. A rebel group is a group of people who are against something, usually a government. Guerrilla group. Guerrilla group is a group of people who use weapons against or otherwise physically attack the military, police, government, or other people. Guerrilla group. Militia. Militia is an army of people that is not part of the official military. They are armed people, can be an unofficial military organ as well. Insurgent organization. An insurgent organization is a group that uses weapons and fights against a government. An insurgent organization. Okay, so the question here, altogether in number 15, make sure you know these different groups. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military, paramilitary, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization.